Welcome to Real Estate Unleashed. I am your co-host, Regan Hildebrand. You can find me on social media at Realtor Regan.
And I am Bridget Quinn. You can find me on all social media, B. Quinn Realtor. Welcome.
Welcome, Bridget.
Here we are again.
Here we are. Today we got something new. Construction. Got a few things about new construction. So if anybody's watching that has either been through new construction before, maybe they have had some experiences in the past that echo this, but we won't talk about things that people might not know about new construction.
That's good.
Yeah, so 5 things that you didn't know about new construction.
I'm ready for this.
Here we go. So in new construction, you do not save any money by not having a buyer's agent on your side.
You don't?
No.
This is a point I cannot stress enough for people because the builder's still going to pay for the buyer's agent anyway, so it's nothing coming out of these people's pockets. It's an agent, looks over all the contracts, helps you, figure out inspections and all sorts of stuff. It'd be dumb not to use an agent.
Yeah, you don't save any money.
No, it's not coming out of your pocket.
And quite frankly, the amount of times that I've seen people save money from having an agent has been quite the reverse.
Yeah, you have no negotiating room. I mean, the builder is there as the seller. They're not going to look out for your best interest as a homeowner, so to speak.
Yeah, and we've talked about it way back before that buyer's agents that actually are on your side have a fiduciary duty to you,
right,
whereas the new construction reps and the builders have no fiduciary duty to your best interest at all. Yeah. So, yeah, get an agent. It's not going to cost you anything. In fact, it'll save you money.
Yes.
Yeah. And number 2, no standalone mailboxes anymore in new construction.
We talked about that on a Tiki-Talkie, I believe, a couple weeks ago. That
Indeed.
What was it, like 2016, 2017? The post office said, no more mailboxes in normal HOA community sort of thing. So
yeah, so if it's a planned community, we call a PUD, then it's not going to have individual mailboxes at homes.
Nope.
There might be exceptions, of course, if somebody has a disability that prevents them from being able to access the community mailbox. But typically, you're going to have sections of mailboxes very similar to like an apartment building or a condo.
Yeah, for every so many houses, there's going to be a section of mailboxes.
Yep. So if that's a concern for you, you might want to think about something a little older,
or not in a neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Unless you're way out in the middle of the sticks.
Yeah. And no
rural.
Options.
Have you seen that on TikTok?
Rural.
Try to say this word.
It's easy. It's rural.
Rural
route delivery.
Rural route delivery. You make me. It sounds like Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
rural
route delivery. And number 3, building inspectors are not a substitute for your own personal inspections. Yeah,
I 100% on this one. I mean, we've seen, and I've showed you several inspectors that have went and done new home construction inspections and have found things that are blatantly obvious that maybe the builder would have fixed, but maybe not. So if you have this punch list and say, right, these are the things that definitely need to be addressed, then it's in your best interest to go ahead and have that done.
Yeah, because the builder, or in some cases like the site supervisor, might try to talk you out of it and tell you that
it's okay.
Yeah, and the worst one was I did see a video just a couple days ago where an inspector was told that he would not be accommodated to come and do an inspection, which is there's nothing that can prevent you from doing your due diligence. But this is another, going back to that first point, have a buyer's agent that can advocate for you,
right,
review the contract to make sure, you are entitled to your own independent
it's your right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another thing that we're seeing a lot recently that people aren't aware of is that builders are offering closing cost incentives that can either help cover some of your out-of-pocket expenses, or they can buy down your rate.
And some of them give like incentives. They'll say, hey, here's your X amount of dollars. You can divide it out between closing costs, here's extra for maybe the design center if they want, you can upgrade lighting or whatever have you, or put it towards your rate.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Yeah, exactly.
Especially now, I mean, builders, I think, have been struggling to have the sales in the last, 6 months to a year like they were having when they kind of cut off all the agents. Now they're like, please bring us people.
Yeah.
So they're offering incentives.
Depending on where you are, a lot of builders, if they have inventory left, they're offering incentives.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to come out.
Yep.
Again, an agent's going to be able to discover some of those incentives for you,
mm-hmm.
And
or
dig
help
deeper.
Get you incentives or even more incentives.
Yeah, sometimes
I know some builder reps that they're like, it's kind of up to me of how much I'm going to offer those clients. So I was like, okay, good to know. I'm going to see on your good side.
Grease that wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
squeeze every last dollar you can. Again, going back to that first point where sometimes you're going to save a lot more money than you ever realized just by having somebody in your corner.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then finally, not all new construction will take like 6 to 9 months. Not all new construction is from the ground up. Some of it's already there.
Some of it is already there. And as I say, some of them maybe they're trying to get out of a community. So if there's a couple lots left, they'll go ahead and what we call spec them out to whatever their kind of suggestions are and try to get them sold. So of course, especially if there's inventory, they want to see that done and dusted, so they're going to try to hopefully give you a good deal on that too.
Yeah, a lot of builders will just go ahead, like you said, the most popular options, throw them in a few what they call inventory homes or spec homes, like you said, and they have different terms for it.
Right.
But a lot of times, you can get one that's only maybe 30 to 60 days from being completed.
Yep.
Just got to put the last finishing touches.
Depends on the process. You may be, too late to kind of make any major changes, but maybe you can still do some things like change out the lighting or change out certain fixtures or make some, of your own personal choices. But it just kind of depends on how far in that process, as you say.
Exactly. So, and then there's other ones that are just move-in ready. Literally, you just got to get through the closing process, but you're getting a new construction home that still has a warranty, all the other same features as new construction that takes 6 to 9 months, but without that wait. Yeah. And sometimes they'll even throw a little bit extra money there too as a bonus.
Sure.
Just to get that.
Well, especially if you get closer to the end of the month, they'll be like, hey, you buy this today, then it's like a car salesman. You know yourself. Got to make those quota, got to make those numbers, so...
It's very much a numbers game in new construction, and I think that's the overall arching thing to this is, always understand that there is room to get deals still, even in this market.
But as you say, I think the most important, all of those things are important, but if you have an agent in your corner that can go to bat for you to get you, the best deal possible, some extra incentives, it's getting you those home inspections, you're going to come out golden.
Every time.
It's going to negotiate on your behalf, and you're not going to do what certain people have done to me before and not listened and went to new construction without me and then ended up and I can't technically represent them as their agent, and then you get the phone call, hey, can you help me look over this 200-page contract?
Yeah. Gotta get it in. Gotta get the process started right from the beginning. Otherwise, it's a lot of times too late to backtrack.
So I would even add to that point too. If you're even remotely thinking about new construction, talk to your agent first and let them set up the appointment.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Don't walk in unarmed, and then don't walk away from us without clicking that subscribe button for us. And also, if you're already subscribed, hit that like button for us. Leave a comment below. What are some things in new construction that you have questions about? Or what are some things that you've had bad experiences or great experiences with? We'd love to hear more as we can build some content out based on that.
New construction build content?
Absolutely.
Hopefully it won't take 6 to 9 months.
No. And as always, you can find us on social media. I'm at Realtor Regan.
And I am at B. Quinn Realtor, and we'll catch you next time.